Hello, hello. So first card out was Purification Fire, Bare Essentials, The Naked Truth, Wholeness. And you're going through this purification process because you're returning back to wholeness. These things are burning out of you. These things are coming up to the surface to be released, to be understood, to be told that they are loved so they could be released and transformed into another energy and be transformed into something better, right? So you can be transformed into something better. So you can make the decisions that you need to make in order to rise above, to get the clarity, the freedom, and the solution that you're going to need, because that's what you're doing. You're rising above. You're finding this peace within yourself that you've always been searching for your whole life. And I saw 222. I'm seeing 55 right now. 222. Right before I sat down to record this, I saw 1222. So you're in alignment. Something big is coming towards you. You're in alignment for something that has always been meant for you, that's always been coming for you. The yin and yang, creating harmony through balance. And I was just talking about how things are coming into alignment. Things are balancing out for you because of the choices that you're making for yourself. You're making the choice to rise above the things that you thought was going to burn and bring you down. But no, it was just the purification of you rising above and finding this peace that you've always been searching and longing for. And with that comes eternal love, happiness. Sorry, my kids. Sorry. Happiness, harmony, fulfillment. Excuse me real quick. Okay, I'm back, sorry. Okay. But anyways, eternal love, happiness, harmony, and fulfillment. And you finally have the fulfillment that you've always been dreaming of. 222 on the timer as I sat down and looked up. Oh my gosh. Yeah, twos are following me everywhere. And they could be following you as well. Things are coming in two. You could have two opportunities coming towards you. You could have two job offers coming to you. You could have two options to go this way or that way. Whatever it is for you, right? This eternal love, happiness, harmony, and fulfillment is here for you now because you chose yourself, because you chose the purification process of rising above. And also comes with that peace, dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. And that's what you're alchemizing. You're alchemizing the things that are inside of you, that are stored in you, that no longer belong there, that no longer deserve, I don't want to say deserve, but there's just no more room for it right there. There's no more room for those thoughts and emotions that are coming up. But our thoughts and our emotions are tools that we can use to guide us where we need to be, right? Also. And you could have been listening more to your intuition. And with that comes the ocean of eternal love. Healing, creativity, and fertility. And there's something that you're creating that is going to be so fertile in this lifetime. That's going to bring so much fulfillment to people because you're bringing them the answers that they've been longing for their whole life. Go with this card. What else do we need to know, Spirit, about this? All right. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Anger. You could have been dealing with some anger issues. There could have been stuff that was coming up in your thoughts, in your emotions from the timer that may have made you feel anger, but it's coming up to the surface, like I said, to be released. Those emotions come up to be acknowledged and to be released once they need to be released. That's no longer serving you. Number 16, masculine energy. Yeah, you have maybe always been unbalanced in your masculine and feminine energies, and that's coming into balance. You're going to be resting more and receiving more because you've been the one that gave to other people. And instead of you taking care of yourself, you may have been taking care of others and not allowing yourself to be seen, heard, or loved, right? And number 23 is forgiveness. Like you have forgiven yourself for all the things in the past that have came into your life that no longer was serving you. You told yourself, hey, I'm done with this. I don't want this in my life anymore. And therefore you forgave yourself for feeling like it happened to you, but really everything that happens in your life is happening for you, right? And then from our higher self deck, what do we need to hear from this? About forgiving ourselves, loving ourselves, moving into more peaceful time for ourselves, right? And that's exactly what we're doing. We're moving into a more peaceful, more abundant, more loving, prosperous time. Everything is unfolding as it should be, and it absolutely is. Everything in your life is unfolding as it should be, because everything that's been happening for you, instead of you feeling like it's happening to you, is making you stronger, making you better. 5-5 on the timer, there's change, significant change coming into your life. On the bottom of the deck, it says, be brave and authentic. Be the brave and authentic soul you were always destined to be. And that's where you're in the process of moving to. You're already actually in that process. You already are. You're already in the energy of being who you were always meant to be, because and I want you to know that we don't have to do things to get the love that we deserve. We don't have to go out and, tell ourselves, oh, I got to do this, 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 or I can't do this, this, and this to get the love that I deserve from God, or, whatever, because really that's what we're searching for. We're searching for that love, that we're searching for something to fill that void up inside of us, right? And just know that you've always been meant for this love from God. You're always meant to always have been meant to enjoy this life and not have to suffer through it, and not be able to fulfill your purpose because you got to go work 40 hours a week at a job that you hate, right? Like, we move into the season where when you rise to the challenge, it meets you. And that's exactly, where we're going with this, because you're rising to, instead of shrinking from, you're rising to meet it. And therefore the universe is going to rise to meet you where you are. I hear a helicopter going up over top. What's some angel numbers we can get for this message? I know 222 is a big one, and I already, that 222 fell out whenever I was doing, right before the reading started. So 222, abundant blessings, because you have abundant blessings coming to you. Abundance is flowing towards you. Keep your thoughts positive and watch your dreams manifest. And they absolutely will. Your dreams will manifest because you're in alignment, because you're making the choice to love yourself, because you're making the choice to continue to move forward, even when it feels so rough and so hard. That's why this awakening is happening, for you to understand who you are. Your spiritual awakening is unfolding. Trust your inner wisdom and follow your path. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're following your path. You're following your excitement. You're following your happiness. That way, you can be led to what your purpose is, to that fulfillment, right? And that's exactly where you're at right now. You're already in the fulfillment. You already are the fulfillment. You are the miracle. You are the blessing. You are. Don't ever forget that. 999, major completions, major things. Self-love is what this card says, though. But 999, there's major things that are coming to an end for you. The foundation of all love is self-love. The angels urge you to practice self-care and self-compassion, as this will lead to more fulfilling and harmonious relationships. Yeah, like, things in your life are significantly shifting into a different era. On the bottom of the deck, change catalyst. Yes, there is a huge change. And your future is looking so bright and so magnificent and so beautiful. And I want you to know that things are looking up. This is to activate you. This is to allow you to remember where you came from, who you are. Because you're doing it. You're doing the thing. You're, making the choices. that are going to allow you to continue to move forward, right? Then Four of Swords, I take time that I need to discover my vitality. Yes, like you're taking the time to understand who you are and, you know, what the purpose of you being here is. And that, like I said, this whole reading has been about, you know, going through the fire, going through the purification process of understanding and realizing that we came here for a reason, right? And then 10 of Wands, I love and care for myself first. And you absolutely do, because if you don't love yourself, how can you show love to anybody else? You can't. I am worthy of the deepest kind of love. Two of Cups. Yes, you absolutely are. You are coming back home to yourself. You're allowing yourself to love yourself. You're allowing yourself to exude that love outwardly now, right? You're pulling this eternal love inward to yourself. That way you can project it outwardly for others to feel as well. And I want you to know, I'm proud of you. I want you to keep going because you got this.